My name is Sergeant Lynette Parker, and I am the supervisor for the School Resource Officer Unit here in the City of Richmond. Our goal here at the Richmond Police Department as school resource officers is to mentor these young people. We have an open door policy. We have children that come in and out every day. We give them direction, we give them guidance, we advocate for them. Our mentoring program is the foundation of our SRO program and ensuring that the kids are in a safe environment.
Walker. I come from the YMCA. I am a mental health clinician here at the Mental Health Center at Greenwood Academy, and I think it's really important to have the SROs here on campus. So Officer Lewis is the SRO here at Greenwood Academy. I've seen him interact with the students here on campus. It's always been a supportive role. I've seen him kind of mentoring and just encouraging the students to just continue to do better, support them. I feel like it's very important to have the SROs here on campus. There have been crisis events that have happened, and having the SROs on campus, on site, ready to go has been really helpful. It helps with the protection of the staff and campus security and also the students. I think it's good for them to have someone there to support them in that time of crisis and just get the situations under control.
Hi, my name is Lisa Lipscomb. I'm a teacher here at Sylvester Greenwood Academy. Officer Lewis here is our SRO has been critical to the student safety, my safety, making sure that the school is run with all the rules and expectations of the school district. I go to him frequently. I discuss how to handle certain situations. He role models for all of us. He does staff development for the teachers. He helps us work with the students, and if we have concerns or something that's over and beyond our job or what we need assistance or knowledge on, he's always there to help us out, to reassure us and just help us work best with the students for their benefit and for our safety. Sometimes when I go to meet with Officer Lewis, I'll see him in his office conferencing with parents and students, and sometimes he'll come to me and want to know how a student is doing. I've also had him come into the classroom and work with me and other students. He's approachable for them, but is also an authority figure and a mentor. He knows the right way to handle situations so that students don't get aggressive. He can calm them down and talk to them. And he's also helped me in ways that I can learn how to best deal with any of the situations they need. He's someone that they go to, and I also go to just to have a resource of someone that can help us.
I'm Eric Crow. I teach PE at Sylvester Greenwood Academy, and the SROs have a very important role with relating to the kids and relating to the teachers, and working with them not only in enforcing laws but as a mentor, and talking with them about their families and their personal life and how their grades are, and they're a really big help here.
My name is Officer Landy. I'm a Richmond police officer assigned to Richmond High School as a school resource officer. My primary responsibilities at the high school is kind of public safety, the students here, making sure they get to school safely, that their time at the school is spent in a safe environment so they can focus on their education and learning. So we're primarily here in the schools to support the educational mission, and then making sure students can get home safely. While students are at Richmond High, we provide a variety of services to the students. We provide mentoring services.
There's a common misperception that the school resource officers on the campuses are involved in disciplinary actions against students. So when students are misbehaving in class or getting in trouble for violations of school policy, that we're being brought into the classroom in order to help bring about order. That's actually not part of our function. It's not what we're trained to do, and it's not even part of the memorandum of understanding we have with the school district. Our primary function is to help support the staff here in the issues of public safety, but we don't get involved in classroom issues. Now, we might get involved in terms of providing de-escalation training for teachers, but that's because we have extra training and background in how to help manage the emotional regulation of teenagers. But we aren't going to get involved in terms of pulling students out of class, giving them discipline, or being involved in their suspensions or expulsions. So one of my biggest functions here at the high school, and probably one that people are least aware of, is supporting the mental health of the students here at Richmond High School. We are often the first line of defense for the students' mental health. So we're the early detectors. We have lots of interactions with students where we become aware of students who are in the early stages of a mental health crisis. We talk to students, teachers, and staff who may have concerns about significant mood changes, behavioral changes in students that we then look into and begin trying to determine whether or not other administrative and mental health services need to be brought in to address the student before it reaches a point where we're getting involved in a psychiatric crisis. So I often have students coming to my office because of issues going on in their own lives. Another misconception about school resource officers is that we are proactively generating our contacts with students. Beyond our normal day-to-day saying hello to students, most of our contacts are initiated by students themselves, by teachers, staff members, administrators, counselors, and nurses. The reason it may appear in our data that we're generating it is because we still have to hop on the radio and let dispatch know that we're engaged in some kind of incident for our own record keeping. But the whole point of having the school resource officers in the school is that the teachers or the students don't have to call a dispatcher. They can come talk to us in person, call us on our phones, come to the office, reach us by school radio or through a staff member, and have direct access to us. So even if it looks like we're proactively engaging in investigations, typically that's highly unusual, and if we're dispatched to anything, that'll be unusual, usually because we're responding to a different campus than the one we work at, or we're away from the high school at the time and we can't be reached by phone.